G'day YouTube, welcome to Leah's Handmade Crafts episode number 36. Today is a bit about some happy mail, some finished objects and a magazine review. So I'll start off with the happy mail. I received, I was telling Karen from KB Fibres that I was wanting to start knitting a little bit more and that I only had very limited circular knitting needles, and what was driving me nuts was the way they kept curling in on themselves. So she offered to pick out some knitting needles for me, and they arrived today, and this is they're Knit Picks. Oh, there's a bit of a shine on them. They're US or 3.5 millimeter right up to 6 millimeter needles, and they're interchangeable. The circular bit is interchangeable, so that's a bit exciting. So thank you, Karen. And she also sent me a little notepad to stick on my fridge, and look, it's got owls on it. She knows I like owls, so thank you, honey. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to get started. In fact, I'm going to transfer what I've currently got on my needles at the moment, which is over here somewhere, which is a, it's a dishcloth that I've been working on very unsuccessfully. So I'm going to change it from these needles onto the new needles, and I can't wait to get cracking on that. So there's that. So thank you, honey. I'm really looking forward to that. My finished objects for Mary at Handmade, Mary from Mary's Crochet Chit Chat asked me to make her a bag. And so this is the bag. It's got a box bottom. And and it's fully lined. And so that's her bag. And it cinches on the one side. So there's that. So anyway, so that's for Mary. That's getting posted out in the next few days. So that's that. Now, I mentioned during my last video about an organisation called the Alannah and Madeline Foundation, and how they had I'm getting a visitor come to visit me. You'll see in a minute. And how they had a new drive going called Beanies for Meanies. Sorry, Beanies, not Meanies. Well, I started crocheting some beanies, and this is one. So I've got two like this, or three actually like this. Two have pom-poms, and I've yet to make a third pom-pom. So there's the two. And then there's a third one, and I've decided I'm not putting a pom-pom on this one. So I'll leave this one. And they're Slouchy beanies, so quite slouchy. So anyway, I thought I'd leave this one without a beanie. Without a pom-pom. And then there's this one, which is another Slouchy. And this one is from... It's called the Easy Stripe Beanie, and it's from a girl by the name of Katie Hobson. She's only got a couple of YouTube videos, but I'm going to link this down below. It is so quick and so easy. I started it last night. Started it late last night, and so finished it today. But it's basically half double crochets, and then on this sort of lacy stitch, it's a half double crochet, and then you front post half double crochet back around the same stitch. And anyway, it's the easiest pattern, and it's so quick and so easy to make. So I'm going to make a few more like this. I'm going to do one in a chunky because I think it'd be so nice, or not in a chunky, in a bulky. So anyway, they're my beanies. They're going to be taking off to Lincraft, who are collecting them, and I will drop those off probably tomorrow actually. and get some more yarn to make some more. Actually, I'm going to see if I can make other colours. So I'm going to do some in grey and blue, so the boys can get some as well as the girls. Anyway, my next acquisition was the Crochet Now magazine. And this month's Crochet Now magazine, now I say this month because it's not the most, this is Easter gifts. So that tells you how far behind we are. We have Easter gifts. But anyway, this month's Crochet Now magazine came complete with a crochet card that you can make 2 envelopes and 6 crocheted motifs. So they're pretty cool. And then there's some awesome stickers, some crochet stickers. So crochet all day, crochet now, sending birthday wishes. So they're stickers that you can put inside the cards. And here's the cards. So the cards, the stickers, and the motifs, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to make them up and see who I give them to. But I'll take photos when I do. Anyway, so onto the magazine. I haven't looked at this yet, so you're seeing it at the same time I am. It's got Bella Coco in it, so that's always a good start. Let's have a look. It starts off with the little general chit chat news magazine, so different wools and yarns that are available, and different shows that come up, which is always good. There's a bit with free pattern downloads, so if you go to www.crochetnow.co.uk, you can get some free patterns. There's a Cal watch, which is always good. There's always a page where they say show us your makes, and they highlight the different makes that people make. Look at the little mouse, Angelica the mouse. And there's Grommet from Wallace and Grommet, and little unicorn. Now I said that there was something from Bella Coco, and it's a spring shawl. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. That's another piece of it. I really like that. I think I'll make that. Quite like that one. And then there's a springtime sweater. That's really lovely. I've never made a crocheted top. I keep thinking I'll get onto it, but I haven't seen one yet that grabs my attention. There's the back of it. There's too many baubles on that, so there's no way I'll be making that because I do not do baubles. Oh, now aren't these adorable? Little stash busters. Have a look at those two. Aren't they just the cutest thing if you've got a few wee kids around, grandkids or children, or you know someone who's got wee kids? Aren't they adorable? Ah, so this is the pattern for the cards. So they then, every time you get one of these, you then somewhere in the magazine get the pattern to make them up. So that's quite nice. I shall definitely be doing that, making up a card. Oh, there we go. There's another version of it. So I shall definitely be doing that because that's a little bit of fun. Oh, the cat decided not to jump on me. Now there's a, they always in this magazine highlight a maker. And so this month's maker is a lady by the name of Kerry something, not really sure. Hang on a minute. Don't know. Kerry somebody. But anyway, so this is the This is the scarf that she's designed, and that's the pattern down there. That looks really pretty. I like that. That'd be nice in a in one of the Karen cotton cakes. There's a little blanket called the Woodland Critters. That'd be nice for a young one. No young ones in my life, so shan't be making that. Plus it requires motifs, and I don't do motifs. Then they go through the different wools and what's available and how you can win them. I can never win them because by the time this magazine comes out, the competition has well and truly finished. Now this is a make from your stash. So this should be interesting. We've got mystery balls of yarn. What is it? Oh, so this talks about how you can make different things from your stash. And how you can, there's a colour wheel, which we could all do with. I might actually save that one somewhere handy so I know what I'm looking for. So this is combining all of the skills that you learnt with your stash busting reading before. You can then make a stash busting quilt using granny squares. Me, I do it of all different shapes and sizes and have the most amazingly textured blanket. That's my plan anyway. That's what I'm putting all my odds and ends away for. There's been a cowl going on for months now, and this is the blanket that they're making. Now, I've said it before, I quite like cowls to look at, but I'm not so good at joining them because I find the pressure of working under a cowl constraint, it doesn't work for me. I don't cope very well with the pressure, so I choose, if I do a cowl, I do it in my own time at my own pace. I don't do it when it's on. But this blanket I shan't be making just because while it's pretty to look at, it's not something that I would usually do. It's not, it doesn't float my boat, for want of a better phrase. How cute is this? This would be wonderful in a kid's TV room or in a kid's spare room. It's a giant bunny poof. How gorgeous is that? That'd be so good if you've got a second lounge room and it's a kid's TV room. That would just be awesome. Oh, I like this. It's called the Slouchy Rainbow Bobbles hat. Now, it has bobbles, so... But I think I could do this because there's not so many bobbles in it. How pretty is that? I really like that. I'm actually pushing myself. I've never been a big colours person. I've always stuck with blue, green, brown and orange. Blue, green, brown and orange. I'm trying... Oh, grey and black. I'm trying to push myself and actually wear brighter colours. So I'm trying to get myself to wear things that I wouldn't normally wear. So I really like that hat. Now here's another Bella Coco inspired make, and it's a Shine Your Light scarf. Isn't that pretty? And all it's just basically 4 doubles in a shell. How pretty is that? I love that. That's something I would definitely make. I think I'd use cotton. I'd use one of the Karen cotton cakes just for something a little bit different. I love the Karen cotton cakes, in case you haven't noticed. I really liked it when the Karen cotton cakes were even in just in the 100-gram balls, which we were able to get in Australia, but obviously now that it's winter we can't get them. And also because they've now taken them off and they're starting the 200-gram balls that are now at, is it Walmart? wherever it is over in the States. So obviously we can't get them, which is a real bummer to me because I love them. But anyway, I'll just have to wait till they come out here. Then there's the Passion Petal Tote, and it's based on Frida Kahlo. I really love that. I must admit, I am a huge fan of all of the Frida Kahlo inspired makes. The jackets, the scarves, the bags, the everything. I love them. And that's where I'm pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone and try and make them and wear them. More importantly, wear them. But I like that. I can definitely tell you I'll be making that. That will be a definite make in my house. Yes, yes, yes. And look at that. They give you... I love anything that gives you a pattern and gives you the chart. Anything that gives me a chart to work along with the pattern, I am sold on. Absolutely sold. There's an article on mindful crochet. Being a counsellor, I am a firm believer in doing things mindfully. Sometimes I don't do it so well, but I do believe when I am just not coping with the world and I'm finding everything crashing down in on me, if I mindfully do something, mindfully colour, mindfully crochet, mindfully do whatever, I actually find that I feel my stress levels go from up here, and I actually feel my shoulders start to relax and I can cope with life again. When I don't mindfully do things, obviously, stress increases, I become more agitated, I don't cope, and I find just the day-to-day activities really, really difficult. So I am a huge exponent and believer of mindful activity. And as I said, some days I do it better than others, but that's okay. It's all about practice. This is so cute. I don't have any children to make these for, but I've really loved watching everybody with their loveys. Look at that! A lovey little lamb. I love looking at everyone's loveys, and so I am going to make up some loveys, and even if I have to make them up and sell them down the track, I don't care, but I want to make some. This is unique. Avocado face cloths. My daughter would use those in a New York minute. Absolutely would love to make those, I think. Oh, sorry. She wouldn't love to make them. She'd love to use them. Hippity Hop Bunny Hoodie. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. Do you mind? I've got a puppy dog who's scratching at my arm. Isn't that adorable? How cute is that? Stop. There's a book club. Sometimes they'll do reviews on different crocheting books. So there's a book club. This is called the Rolling Plains Afghan. And I really like this. This I'd make. Isn't that pretty? Simple but pretty. And I love that border. I don't know what that border is, but I really like that border. So this is it up close. I like that. And it shows you the layout. So I quite like that. Topsy-turvy, the ugly duckling. How cute is that? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. My little man would have loved that. Would have absolutely loved that. Super, super scarf. Not my cup of tea. My daughter might wear it. Not my cup of tea, though. I must ask her. Then they've got the shop local, so they show you all the different cottons and yarns and where you can buy them. And then there's a notice board which gives you beginners classes and workshops and shop expansion and things like that. More of the shop local, and I must say I do quite like that. It's broken up into areas. I wish we had an Australian crocheting magazine. There's in the how-to section, there's a how to read patterns. Then there's a basics. So learn the basics. And that's a few pages of learn the basics. There's a standard abbreviations page. And that is about it. Just then the next thing telling you what is coming next. So, and then we've got in the how-to section, Crochet 101 with the Blogsters, and it's got Catherine Senior. I love her page. It's Crafternoon Treats. I absolutely love her page. It is so gorgeous, and she is just the loveliest lady to listen to. I could sit and listen to her for ages. But anyway, you've all been listening to me now for 22 minutes, which is 22 minutes too long. So I'm going to wrap it up and love you all and leave you and tell you all to have a lovely day. It's currently 8 o'clock on Thursday Thursday the 13th of June. Really and truly, my memory is not what it once was. But anyway, until next time, keep crafting, keep crocheting, have fun, and God bless.